Right here, down. Protect the out. We put the work in. Let's finish. Come on, man. Let's do this. Man, we up to 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
See, we dream chase, cause that's all we was given to start with. Then we realized the dream was obtainable. Now look at us.
What's going on, Eagles Nation? This is the Main Thing Podcast presents. It's your boy, Mr. Owens. And after further review, the call stands. I'm still official with no stripes.
Hey, Eagles Nation, this is Big Huss, the one you trust, bringing you all your Philadelphia Eagles latest. Like my man said, this is the Main Thing Podcast. Let's get to it.
Hey, let's get to it.
Interesting week 2, bro. How you feeling after the game, man? 21-22 victory for the Falcons. Kind of close one, kind of ugly.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy, bro. Very interesting game. I'm hurt. You see what I'm saying? I'm more hurt than disappointed. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is one that we should have had. I didn't feel that we were going to be making these videos early on in this season. But like I said, this one stings a little bit because especially when you lose in the last seconds as we did, that adds a little bit more on to the loss. It was a lot of things that we need to get corrected. It was a lot of plays left on the field. But again, like I said, bro, I'm just hurt, bro. Like every time we lose, you see what I'm saying? It feels like we're a part of the team. You feel me? So, but the only thing we can do now is just regroup, you know what I mean? And get back to the drawing board. You feel me? But we'll dive more deep into it. How you feeling a little bit though about it, Huss?
Man, definitely hurt, especially the way it turned out, the way it ended for real. Truthfully, me personally, I'd have rather got blown out than for it to have ended like this. You know what I'm saying? Like last seconds, just poor execution, poor coaching, poor decision making. It was like for the most part we played a somewhat clean game up until about the fourth quarter 2-minute mark, and then it just all went to hell. It was like we don't know what we're doing anymore kind of deal. So definitely a rough one to watch. I woke up Tuesday just, I don't know, man, just out of it, bro. Just completely just out of it, bro. I swear to God. Like
you were distorted from reality.
I swear. It's like, man, my Tuesday, I just woke up like, it's not going to be a good day. I don't know what it is. I'm just feeling off right now, So now it was ugly, but let's kind of dive into it, man. What were some takeaways from it?
Mm-hmm. So definitely QB1. We'll start with QB1. As always, we only go as far as he goes. Sure. You see what I'm saying? Overall, solid game. Had a very good game. He was I believe 23 or 30 Huss, 183, one touchdown and one INT, and for 13 carries and 85 yards and a touchdown, which is an overall, like I said, good game. But the major thing that I want to talk about is always a but. You see what I'm saying? It's always a but the late turnover, it killed us. That's something that I felt we didn't necessarily need to take. Barring the situation, we didn't even need to be put in that situation. And we'll touch later on that in the video, Huss, how we thought about the coaching. But we shouldn't have even been in that situation from the beginning, having to come down and to get a game-winning field goal. But with that being said, the situation that was at hand, we knew what we had to do. And I believe we were on our own 43 with about 30 seconds, something like that left.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. I believe
Like,
it's like, yeah, 31, 30 seconds left, like that, something like that. But it was 1st and 10. You got to know situations. You see what I'm saying? Jalen is, I'm sorry, QB1 is enough of a vet to
it was
know
34 seconds. 34 seconds.
Okay, 34 seconds. 1st and 10 on our own 43. He's enough of a vet to know the situation that we don't have to force that football. I know you want to make a big play. It's in everybody in that plays football, anybody that plays sports, in their nature to want to make that big play, and especially from the quarterback position. But QB1 didn't have to force that. We only needed 15 yards. Everything was working on our side. You see what I'm saying? But overall, I just feel like that throw was unnecessary. I'm not going to say it cost us the game, but his decision making has to be better overall. Like I said, what's it called? I'm not going to take away from the fact that he did have a solid game on a lot of 3rd down plays that we needed a 1st down to keep the chains moving. He picked it up with his legs, so you kind of see 2022 version of him rushing. I need to see 2022 version from head up. His decision making, his processing. That's what I need to see from QB1. But like I said, overall solid game. But yeah, I feel like he's gonna he already responded. They said that Nick Sirianni didn't even talk about the loss after QB.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, you feel me? After he addressed the team, he takes accountability and ownership, and that's what you want from your franchise quarterback. So I know that as soon as that game was over, he got back to the drawing board. He started looking at film to help himself elevate and get better for next week, because we do have a tough opponent next week. But how do you feel about QB1 and his performance on Monday night? Because
Hey man, QB1 Jalen had a great game as far as I'm concerned. Outside of the late turnover, it was a clean game. He was taking what the defense was giving him. It was nice to see him start incorporating his legs back into the game, especially coming from last year. It seemed like he was running when he was running last year, it was more indecisive, a little tentative. You can clearly tell that he was hurt last year, and seeing from what I saw Monday night, you can clearly tell he's healthy. He looked fast, actually put a nice cut move on one of the defenders to convert for a 1st down on one of the plays. He had a really good game. It was just the late turnovers. We have to limit the turnovers. Games are won and lost most times with the turnover battle. That was a situation where I know Smitty's your guy. AJ's out. Smitty is out, probably outside of Goddard, the next best set of hands, the next guy up when it comes to receiving the ball. But it was a situation where you didn't actually have to force it. I felt like Jalen got a little overly aggressive, a little greedy in the moment, especially considering you had a wide open Britton Covey dragging underneath. We only needed 15 yards. We still had a timeout left. So even if you do throw it to Covey, he doesn't get out of bounds for whatever the case, you still have your timeout, to burn, and you're working with a new set of downs. So it was just a situation where I felt that QB1 could have been a little bit more smarter, understood the situation a little bit more, understand exactly what you need. But overall, good game from QB1. This loss was not on him. I know he threw the late interception, but it was not his fault.
Not at all.
It was. I put this loss more so on the coaching staff, I'm being completely honest.
For sure. I definitely agree with that sentiment, because yeah, also another thing with our offense, everybody wants to harp on the Saquon drop. It's reports, it's stories that I've been seeing for the past couple days, talking about, oh, it's Saquon's fault. He should have dropped. He should have caught the ball. He should have did this. Saquon's terrible. Why? Look, we know Saquon should have caught that football. 9 times out of 10, Saquon catches that football. That one time he dropped it. But with that being said, this is why we paid him 3 years, I believe, 38 and a half.
Some to that effect.
This is what we paid him to do, to make plays. He dropped the football. I like the fact that they threw it off balance, though. Everybody in their mama knew that we were going to run the football. Everybody was expecting us to run the football. I saw some stat on, I believe on what is that? The facility or something where they said that on 3rd down and 3 or shorter, the Eagles on 8 tries converted every single one of them. Every single one of them. So with Kellen Moore being the veteran offensive coordinator that he is, if you know football, okay, we're playing chess here. Everybody's look, they're crowding the box. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's gearing up to stop the run. Everybody knew that the ball was supposed to go to Saquon. The thing is, yeah, he went in the flat. You feel me? He opted to pass the ball, which obviously hindered us down the road because it does stop the clock. But to me, the pass to the flat is an extended handoff.
No, it is. It definitely is.
You see what I'm saying? It's an extended handoff, and like we said, you're playing chess. So if everybody knew, okay, Saquon's about to run this football, no, fake it to him, get sucked down, slip him out into flats, get him. You see what I'm saying, in the flat, make that catch, boom, we turn it upfield, get a first down, keep the clock moving. But obviously, he dropped the ball. I feel again, it wasn't on Saquon. 9 times out of 10, he makes that catch. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not putting no blame on Saquon nor that play call. You see what I'm saying?
I agree for real. Look, hindsight's always 2020. He completes the pass. Everybody's looking at Saquon and Kellen Moore. Oh, great call, great play. This then third. He drops it. This is where we are. But I had saw that on the facility as well, where, like you said, he was 3rd and 3 yards or less on 3rd and 4th down. We were green. It basically was green marks. We converted on 8 of those drives. On the one, the last one, Kellen Moore tried to outsmart the defense coordinator. And honestly, he did. Going back to training camp, I remember they were doing an interview with Kellen Moore. He says, we're going to create tendencies to later break those tendencies. And this was a prime example of that. He created the tendency of running the ball on 3rd and short or 4th and short, but we're going to switch it up. When you think we're going to run it, we're going to throw this flat route. On that play, the box was loaded. You had 8 or 9 defenders in the box. To your point, everybody was expecting run. And honestly, if we would have handed the ball off, we probably still would have got it, truth be told. Mm-hmm. But Kellen Moore decided to dial some up. I'm going to throw him off balance, kind of catch him lacking, and he did. Saquon was wide open in the flat. He catches the ball. He gets the first down. He falls down. That's game, but he dropped it. I don't blame Saquon. I don't blame Kellen Moore. Saquon dropping the ball did work against us, but the play was there. Jalen and Saquon just have to execute it. They didn't execute. So it kind of put us in a bad position. But even with that said, the game was still ahead of us. We still had an opportunity to win the game. And that's how I look at it. I look at it more so as the Falcons didn't beat us, as more so we kind of like gave the game away. We didn't finish. You know what I'm saying? Jalen's known for being a clutch player and finishing in clutch moments. Mm-hmm. This is a time where we just did not finish. It was right there on the tables for us to grab, run off with it. We didn't. So it was a little disheartening, but I don't blame Saquon. I don't blame Kellen Moore. As happens. You still got to go out there and finish. The opportunity was there.
It was there. And with all that, as far as the drop, it happens. He still finished. He had the game, 22 carries for 95 yards.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? He had 21 also receiving yards. So overall, he went over 100 total in total yards. So he had a solid game. He just dropped the football. There's no way in shape and form, as me and Big Huss alluded to, we're saying, oh, Saquon was the reason that we lost the game on Monday night.
No, he definitely wasn't the reason we lost. Could that catch have won us the game? Absolutely. It was somewhat of a pivotal turning point, although being so late in the game. He didn't lose us the game, but it didn't help us. It put us in somewhat of a bad situation and maybe forced us to do some things we really didn't want to do. But like I said, 9 times out of 10, I expect Saquon to catch that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's a baller, generational talent. He's a dog. We brought him in here for a reason. He's made big plays in the past. He'll continue to make big plays moving forward. We're gonna need him as the season progresses. He'll make it up. It's just, oof, it was a little tough to watch, my baby. Straight up, it was a little tough to watch. But hey, man, he'll make it up to us, I'm sure. Like, and the good thing about this particular loss, one, it shined a light on some deficiencies or things we need to work on as an overall team. It also happened early in the season. We got to remember, y'all, this is week 2, man. This is week 2. It's for the starters. It's damn near like a second preseason game. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather have these mistakes now rather than week 15, you're needing a game or however it shakes out and this happens for real. It would just hurt much worse. I would rather in week 2 than week 15. There's a lot to take away from this, good and bad. It's just we have a lot to clean up. We have a lot to clean up.
We definitely have a lot to clean up. But that also to add on to your point as well, it highlighted coaching deficiency.
Hey.
It highlighted coaching deficiency. Again, we're thinking, okay, we of course we're not going to bail after one game and say, oh no, what's it called? Kellen Moore, Big Fangio, Nick Sirianni, they need to go. No, we're not saying none of that. With as we stated in prior videos, it does take time to gel, but also we're mainly focusing on and centering on situational football.
Absolutely.
Us being prior athletes, prior football players, you have to know the situation. We can harp back to the fact that Nick Sirianni chose to elect to go for it on what, 4th and 4?
4th and 3, 4 earlier in the game.
With the 4 earlier game, we could have took that field goal for sure. But more so, it's him knowing the clock. I said he messed up. He had that blunder with the field goal mistake. Kellen Moore had a couple blunders within his play calling. I felt like he was running basically the same plays, but he was flipping them to the opposite side.
And he at one point he was running the same play. I know on, was it the second drive to our last drive where he basically ran the same run play 3 times in a row. And honestly, I couldn't blame him because we were still picking up
yards,
chunk yards for real. But I couldn't agree with you. It's more so in this particular game, and it's going to be highlighted more, especially for Sirianni, being that you don't now have a calling card. You're not calling offensive plays. You're not calling defensive plays. So when it comes to situational football, this is where you need to thrive.
That should be your specialty.
This is where you are really making your coin, your money, because what else are you doing? Mm-hmm. Like, so if that's going to be your calling card or what you're leaning on, then man, really lean into that and take it serious. And then on top of that, convey the situational, what's the word I'm looking for? Happenings or situational what you're looking for, which we should be looking for to the players. It's cool if the coach knows, hey man, it's under 2 minutes, they have no timeouts, we need to be protecting the sidelines. But if your players don't know it, then it's all for naught.
Basically like a situational assignment.
Yeah, you need to be able to convey that to your players and make sure they're locked in. When it came to the 2-minute drill, and honestly, on both sides of the ball, we were not locked in. There was a disconnect. There was a disconnect, and it was evident. There's no reason with the leadership we have, the talent we have, the veteran coaching staff we have, that in the 2-minute drill, folks are clueless. You're giving up chunk plays and you're letting receivers catch the ball and then get out of bounds.
Get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Stop the clock. We should be guarding the sidelines with our life. with
Mhm.
our life. They should never be able to get out of bounds.
What's everything in the middle of the field?
Force everything in the field, tackle them, lay on top of them for a little bit, make them push up. Waste that, real talk, waste that clock.
Mhm.
Don't just give it to them. You talking about the Falcons on their last scoring drive, they drove the length of the field in a little over a minute.
I want to say it was 95 yards, Huss.
Bro, in like a minute,
Over a minute.
yeah, like a minute and 6 seconds, minute and 7
Unacceptable.
seconds. That's unacceptable. That should never happen.
Never.
We
With
didn't
no
make
timeouts.
Bro, with no timeouts.
With no timeouts.
We did not make them work for that at all. They didn't work for it. We gave it to them. So the situational awareness, the situational coaching has to be better, player and coach alike. This is not going to be the last time that we're in a situation like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like moving forward, it was good to see everybody take accountability. But now let's take that accountability and put it into action. I need to see it, man.
Definitely need to see more. Definitely need to see more. This game, to me, people always keep trying to pinpoint one person. Who is it? Is it Nick Sirianni? Is it QB1? Is it Fangio? Is it the defense? To me, it's a collective effort. It's a collective group. Everybody had a hand in this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ball. Like, I don't care if you individually had a good game. Saquon had a solid game. QB1 had a solid game. That does not matter. Because at the end of the day, we still lost. Everybody loses no matter what your stats are for that day. You feel me? Everybody had a hand in this loss. Everybody has to wake up and look at themselves and check themselves and really see if they got that dog, if they got that hunger in them to get back on track. You feel me? This was not a good start. You can't come 1-0 playing the Packers, and then you come home opener Monday night and come out flat. And literally up until, like you alluded to earlier in the conversation, Huss, up until the last drive, you let the Falcons take your heart, fam.
Kirk Cousins,
bro.
Kirk Cousins,
Kirk Cousins, bro. Kirk Cousins saw the Bama on the playground and said, "Hold on, bro, ain't that the Bama who? Hold on, you owe me 20, right? Hold on, I gotta go ask him about my 20 real quick, fam.
Run down.
You feel me? Like, hey, yo, my man, come holler at me real quick. Why you let that man walk us down like that? You see what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. They took the heart up until the last drive. No timeouts. A minute 5. You let them come down. Not get a field goal. You let them score a touchdown.
Easy touchdown on one of your veteran players on defense. I don't know what Slay was thinking for real.
Me neither. You know me at corner.
I'm telling you, like literally, Kirk stared Drake London down the entire time. Never took his eyes off him. We're in zone, looking maybe like a zone man concept. Mm-hmm. Slay is looking right at Kirk, stare Drake London down, and you still can't make it. He's clearly going to your guy. Drake gives you a simple little jab inside, bro. He bit wide open outside. Why you would do that, I don't know. Do your 111, do your job. Defensively, I have mentioned to you this to you off camera. It's giving me vibes of last year's defense where we were stat chasing. Players are chasing sacks. Players are trying to get unnecessary interceptions. Just do your job, bro. Do your job. This Vic Fangio defense is meant for the linebackers to thrive. Okay? It's built on the front four handling business. You having 2 lockdown corners and versatile safeties. But it's built for the linebackers to thrive. Everybody do your job. We have enough talent. Just buy in and handle your business, man.
Mm-hmm. And because it's funny you mention that, because with us being you feel me, former DBs, what do we always preach? Eye discipline,
man.
And a question for you, Huss. I already know that you know the answer. What's the number one rule that they teach you when you play in the secondary When it's a pass play, what are you not supposed to do?
What? Look in the backfield.
Keep your eyes in the
Come on.
backfield. Come on,
Come
man.
on, bro.
You're never supposed to keep your eyes in the backfield. I don't know what Slay was looking at. Obviously, I answered my own question. He was looking in the backfield, looking at Kirk Cousins, staring down Drake London. Drake London ran a little, aided him in on the inside.
It was an out route, bro. He came up, gave him a jab inside, then went back out.
Went back outside.
But if I'm Slay, you started off with outside leverage, then you jumped inside and you just gave him the out. You were already outside. There was no
in perfect
reason.
Position.
You were in perfect position. Truth be told, if you stayed out there, Kirk's probably throwing you the ball. You're probably gonna get a pick. Just
what you were guessing, what you were trying to guess to get.
Come on, bro. But you're not doing your job.
No.
You got overzealous, trying to make a play instead of just letting the play come to you. We don't need to chase plays. They'll come to you if you're doing your job. You'll be in the right position.
Right.
And it's just like with Slay being one of the leaders, especially on the back end, it's like, bro, you got rooks looking up to you. If anybody needs to be doing a job to it needs to be you. You literally had Quinyon coming in pre-draft process talking about, man, I look at Slay as somebody who I'm trying to model my game. You got this man is looking at you, bro. It's just so weird that on the last drop, well, this is probably one of the worst games I've seen. Slight play for real.
Since he's been an Eagle, bro.
Straight up. And that's when the rookie starts to falter, when it all matters and the leadership it doesn't step in and they're not doing your job. Now Quinon's giving up plays. Quinyon had a good game up until that 2-minute drill. And everything just went to hell. So it's like, nah, man, we got to tighten up as a team. Stop. I don't want, like I said, as a team, and it's not a team of individuals, a team who has the same goal in mind and is moving in unison towards that goal. You know what I'm saying? You're only as good as the weakest link. You'll only be as strong as your weakest link. And right now, we got a bunch of weak links. Telling you. But man, yeah, I don't know. There's that the 2-minute thing blew me for real.
Yeah, man, because it's frustrating, bro. We know the talent that we have on a roster, bro. And to continue to just see, like, we'll see improvements. It's like we'll take a step, then we'll take 2 back. We'll take 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. It just like the Packers game, it seemed like, okay, we're moving in the right direction. We're starting some building blocks. We can grow from this. I feel like with Atlanta game, I didn't know what we were watching, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's like they didn't have no hunger. They didn't want to be there. You feel me? They didn't know their assignment. They letting Kirk Cousins, Bijan, Algier, them boys do whatever they wanted to do on them. You see what I'm saying? Then people are just poor tackling, missed execution. You feel me? It was so much of a collective effort, and it's just giving me vibes of last year during our collapse. That's what it's giving me. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me.
I'm gonna give you a funny stat. You have brought up tackling. According to Anthony DeBono, C.J. Gardner-Johnson has missed 5 tackles in 2 games. This is tied for second most amongst all players through the first 2 weeks. The tackling it's been atrocious.
Yes, that's not a list you want to be on, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on,
you talking about you want to be considered one of the better safeties in the league? The tackling, it has to get better, bro. The I take that back. Not just the tackling. The defense overall, it has to get better, bro. Has to. Like between last week and this week, you come over 300 yards, just a rushing alone.
Rushing, bro.
A rushing alone, not even passing yard, rushing alone. You can't win like that, giving up. You averaging 150 plus yards, giving up rushing a game.
And
as a defense, as a team, you cannot win like that. Like, nah, man. Then I saw. So when it comes to the run game, it all starts with your front four. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, our edge players, non-existent. I'm watching the game. I mentioned to you, it seemed like every time they needed a chunk play, they will run that wide zone to Huff and Darius Slay's side.
Yep.
And they are picking up chunk yardage.
Like 15, 20 a clip, bro.
So literally like 15, 20 a clip. So going back, when I'm hearing Vic Fangio during preseason training camp saying Huff's he's getting there, but he's not quite ready. I see what he was talking about, because my man doesn't know how to set the edge. It's a running play, stretch play. You standing your man, you peeking inside, they're hooking you, running around you. I didn't see dog. I seen it multiple times.
Brody, Bull was getting hooked by tight ends, bro.
Bro, tight end threes, bro.
Oh, fam. That is not allowed, fam.
No, bro, that shit never happened. That shit, them putting, as a D lineman, and you're supposed to be one of those guys, them putting a tight end on you, especially a tight end three, that is disrespectful. It's disrespectful. You should take that to heart. Like, bro, they don't respect my game at all. They think I'm chopped liver out here. Take it personal, bro. You over there pity patting, like, what are you doing, bro? Get them off you.
No, you go first. You go first.
Hey,
oh man.
Like, stop with the hand games, bro. Get them up off you, bro. What are you doing? That's $17 million a year, man. That's alarming, bro. Mm-hmm. Gets the edge. Your corner doesn't want to come down. Set this, turn it back in. At some points, we looked soft, like we didn't want to be there. We looked lazy. For this being our home opener, I expected everybody to be fired up. We got Kirk Cousins coming to town. This is food. This is food. I didn't see it.
You know what's crazy, Hus? Look, man, RIP to the legend Kobe. In his great words, they was soft like Charmin, man.
Come on, bro.
Soft like Charmin. They didn't want no smoke, bro. They didn't want to be there for the home opener. They weren't feeding off the crowd. I don't know what they were like. I don't know what was going on. But look, bro, that has to tighten up, bro. That has to tighten up, dog. That is not a good look. That is not how we want to start the season. That is not a building block. You got to scrap. Look at that video. Look at that tape. Scrap it, man. You can get a couple good things out of it. Other than that, man.
But for the most part, flush it.
Flush that thing, bro. You gonna have to move on. You gonna have to move on to this week, bro. You feel me?
Straight up. And it's like, if you're not gonna produce, so it's crazy. You have these highly touted first round picks on your D line that give you nothing, but then you have a guy who, in some accounts, barely made the 53-man roster. He's eating.
Talk about it.
According to Anthony DeBono. Eagles D tackle DeBono. Okay. Eagles D tackle Thomas Booker was on the field for 8 plays against the Falcons. On those 8 plays, Atlanta gained a total of 17 yards. 6 of those plays were rushing attempts, and the other was a pass attempt. But when he was out there, he was making plays, and he did this with limited snaps. 8 snaps, 3 tackles. 8 snaps, 3 tackles. Okay, so the production was there. So now I'm sitting back. I'm looking at this. I'm watching the film. I'm watching Jalen Carter chest bump a few guys, jog on plays. Jordan Davis, you getting hemmed up. You a mountain of a man, and you big for nothing, bro. Mm-hmm. But when this guy gets in the game, he turns it on. So now I'm sitting here. I wonder, should Thomas Booker be getting more snaps? Because clearly he's hungry and he wants it.
Obviously, bro.
Should he be playing more? Should Milton Williams be getting more snaps? Because he's hungry. He wants it. He's in a contract year. I know he's trying to get paid.
Mm-hmm. Even Moro Jomo, bro. When he gets in, he only gets a handful of snaps. But you see him flash on the screen. You see what I'm saying?
Brody. Come on, Brody.
Mhm.
Come on, Brody. For these guys to be so highly touted and all, I expect more. Jalen Carter, in some regards, you're a generational talent at the D tackle position. I expect more. Jordan Davis, you were brought in here to eat blocks up. I expect you to do that and some.
Your specialty is run stuffing. I'm
It's run
confused.
stuff.
Why are you getting moved out the way, bro? That is your specialty. That is why you're in the clog. That's why you're in the middle of Vic Fangio's defense to stop the run.
Come on, Brody.
To stop the run.
Come on, Brody. Y'all talking about y'all got y'all conditioning up and all that. I'm looking at y'all huffing, puffing, everything else. Are you tired? Are you out of shape? What is it? Because Jordan Davis, as far as I'm concerned, you're moving towards the bus category.
I spoke on that, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, and I don't want to put that on you because you've shown flashes where it's like, oh, this guy, when you were running down Josh Allen last year,
Buffalo
like, oh,
game.
this Buffalo, like, bro, this guy could be a problem. But it's so inconsistent. It's like, what's going on? Are you not taking it serious? Are you lazy? Like, what is it? But you are trending towards the bus category. We could have used that top 15. What was he?
He was number, if I'm not mistaken, either 11 or 12.
12, right? Pick on somebody else, bro. You fooled us with the pro days and combines and all that because your game tape isn't matching your athletic ability and everything else.
I think he's enamored by the lifestyle, bro, that football brings.
It could be.
You feel me? Because it's like, I feel like, all right, we all have sense of humor. We joke, laugh, kiki. But when it's your job, when you have to do your assignment, you get it done. I just feel like when Jordan Davis is on the field, it's no production. He might have one play. Okay, we'll give him that play when he batted the ball down. Kudos.
That was a great play.
Great play. Other than that, we don't hear Jordan Davis's name called at all.
And look, and I know being a nose tackle in this defense, you're not going to get a lot of stats. I understand that, but I expect you to be clogging us up left and right. You're not doing that. At 300-something pounds, you were kind of getting moved. I seen you and your homeboy get moved out the way,
bro.
Getting pushed like kids, bro. Come on, baby. Like, nah, I need more. Where's that bulldog attitude? That bulldog swag.
That dog mentality, bro.
That dog mentality. I'm not seeing it right now. I'm just not. And we've invested a lot in those two brothers. The talent is there, but I need to see it consistent.
On a consistent basis.
Straight up.
Consistency is the key, bro. Because like you said, like it's not, to me, it's not, I don't want to say they're not, it's a effort or a hustle issue. It's just more of a want issue. Like, do you want to be here? Do you feel like playing today? You see what I'm saying? Because it's like,
that's bro, but that's hustle though, bro. Hustle is want to. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want to go make that play. You can't be like, I'm gonna make this play and take the next play off. That's not how this works. Not when you, especially not when you a first round pick, bro, and we paying you what we paying you. Nah, you need to want to do this every day. Whether you want to do it or not, you still need to want to do it.
They still got to get done.
Still got to get done, bro. Like y'all said, no one's coming to save you. And I had seen somewhere Fletch reached out to him, was basically like, y'all got to do better. I'm paraphrasing, but y'all have to do better. This is unacceptable. It's on y'all. We shouldn't have to bring somebody in from the outside to make this D-line room better. Like, it's a talented group. It's just y'all aren't producing. And that is alarming to me. And that's run defense and pass rush. That is very alarming. Bryce Huff, 2 games. You have
0 stats.
0, like, bro, you have an assisted tackle in 2 games.
Like, bro, you're getting those stats, bro.
It's
51 million.
Bro, as a D lineman, is that even possible? Like, I'm not being funny. An assisted tackle in 2 games and you're on the D line. Like, come on, Brody.
And like you said, they kept running to his side, bro. So you had multiple prime opportunities to make plays, fam.
Film don't lie, bro. Film don't lie. Film straight up don't lie. And everybody tried to compare him to Hassan Reddick, because I believe last year Hassan started the year with no sacks. Might have had like 4 tackles, some like the first couple games. But the clear difference between Huff and Hassan is Huff had already done it for 3 years prior. He was a proven amenity.
Hassan.
I mean, excuse me. Yeah, Hassan had already done it. He was a proven amenity. Huff, you had 1 year, bro. And now
a contract year too.
And a contract year where when you look at the history of folks in contract years, players always seem to ball when it's time to get paid. It's time to get paid, big dog.
Show me the money.
Straight up. So they ball out. They ball out. But now looking at it, I'm wondering, did we make a mistake? Should we have just took it on the chin, paid Hassan, we were going to pay Hassan, and brought him back? Because Huff is not looking like the answer.
At all.
It's just not. Like there's no way to sugarcoat that. And then you're doing interviews and you're telling me, you know, it's week 2. During the interview, you're saying basically you're trying to find your role within the defense. Trying
to find your role.
What? What? Burr? No, sir. No, at 17 mil, you know what your job is.
You know what you got to do, bro. You know why I'm here.
Come on now. Trying to find it. I still got to do this. Still got to do this. Still kind of like, bro, 17 mil. Nah, baby. I need you ready. I need you ready. And you have given us, it's honestly, it is not even one of them things. You haven't even given us a flash. It has literally been, you have shown nothing. Nothing. Every time I look up, you slip and fall and can't get up. Straight up. We're like, nah, man, Defense needs to be better. Only plus that I have seen out of this Vic Fangio defense so far is the red zone defense. The red zone defense has literally kept us in it the past couple of weeks. I will tip my hat to them on that. But between the 20s, ooh, baby, it's spooky. It's fresh.
Every hours.
Every hours between the 20s. You know what I mean? You couple that with the tackling, and it's just like, my goodness, bro. What I'm now, I wish I could be, as they say, a fly on the wall, because I want to know what y'all are going over in these meetings and doing at these practices for real. Like, I'm very curious to see, because it clearly isn't tackling. It clearly, y'all can't be going over your assignments because some of y'all look completely lost and just don't know what you're doing.
Also, Huss, it clearly ain't 2-minute drill neither, bro.
Speak on it. Come on, man. Come on. So it's like, what are we doing? We have too much talent again on this roster to be losing to Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry. I know they have a decent offense. I got some weapons in your offense, but it's no slight to Kirk, but it's Kirk on Monday night. Come on, bro.
Yeah, bro. And
go ahead.
And it's weird though, Huss. It's like these are like the past few years since the Super Bowl year, bro. I can truly say these are the most talented teams in total that the Philadelphia Eagles ever had. Whether if you want to go back to the 90s with Buddy Ryan being the coach, if you want to go back to the early 2000s with Andy, when we went to 4 straight NFC championship games, whether you want to go back to the Vic, Shady, Deshaun era, wherever you want to take it. These are the best rosters that Howie has constructed over I want to say the past 5 to 6 years. And it's like we said in the beginning of the video, it's frustrating. Being diehard Eagle fans the way that we are, we know the talent that we have on our team. We know what they're capable of. You see what I'm saying? And it's almost like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's which team are we getting? Because if we get that one that I know that we're clicking on all cylinders, it's nobody in the league that can beat us. I can promise you that. It's nobody in the league that can beat us. Yeah, you can see that. You can say that with any football team. Oh, if the Giants are clicking on all cylinders, it's a different caliber of players over here, though. The Giants could click on all cylinders and only put up 15 points in the game. We're clicking on all cylinders. We're putting up 40, 50 points in a game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And as we back in the last video that we had, Huss, we have yet to see a dominant performance That ties back into us having one of the most talented rosters,
Mhm.
not only around the league, but again, in the Philadelphia Eagles history, in major part to Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, it's just frustrating to keep seeing us put out this type of effort. It seems like we're building, then we go backwards. We build, we go backwards. Let's just stay consistent. Let's, like you said, Hus, everybody do their 111, know y'all assignments, know y'all duties, read y'all keys, know y'all principles, all the small details. Get back to basics. And in Jason Kelsey's words, how he always wanted to mock Nick Sirianni, it starts with the roots. Get back to the roots, bruh. On some real, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Get
But
back to
spot
the
on.
roots, bro. Stop playing around because, like, yo, it's early in the season. You can push it to the back burner. You see what I'm saying? But it's the way how we lost that's alarming to me. Yeah, it's only week 2, Hus, but the way that we lost is very alarming, and it again goes back to coaching. Everybody played a part in this loss, but it goes back to coaching. Whatever y'all need to do, like you said, Hus, if they need to look. We need to tackle more. We need to go over film more. You see what I'm saying? Y'all need to stay after practice a little bit extra. Y'all got to do what y'all need to do to fix this, man.
Nah, but I think you kind of hit it spot on. You need to get back to basics. Forget trying to implement all these exotic looks and exotic blitzes and all. Nah, man, let's get back to tackling and just knowing your assignment and base defense. Okay, there was a situation late in the game, I believe it was during that 2-minute drill. They had ran like a cover 6, cover 2, where basically the offense kind of high-load them. They ran something underneath Quignon, and they ran something over top of Quignon, kind of putting Quignon in a bind. It was between Quignon and the safety. In cover 2,
Darnell Mooney, that
play, bro, you work high to low, bro. You know what I'm saying? You take that high route away first, and then you come down and tackle. You know what I'm saying? It's just basic stuff that goes with basic coverages, basic keys, basic what's the word I'm looking for? Assignments. That you should just know that for whatever the reason, either they're knowing and not executing, or not knowing, and that's the reason why they're not executing. But get back to basics. If anything, we should be an excellent tackling team, because that's what defense, that's where it starts. You need to know how to tackle. We should not be missing tackles left and right. We should not be over pursuing left and right. You should know your job and your assignment and your keys on run plays versus pass plays. Let's take it back a notch. I know we have all this talent. You're like, man, I'm trying to do a lot of things. We got a lot of players with just a lot of versatility. Let's keep it simple right now, man. And as the season progresses,
then we can start incorporating.
Then you can start incorporating more things. You know what I mean? Making it a little more exotic. But right now, it seems like we need to focus on the minor things so that we and really be excellent at the minor things, the little things,
the small details.
I'm telling you, it'll take us a long way, man. It truly will. Truly will. But overall, like I said, this is definitely a learning game. A lot to take away from, a lot that needs to be corrected on both sides of the ball, offensively. The penalties, the illegal man's downfield, that's
killing us,
bro. That's dating back to last year.
Yes.
Like, we have to clean this up. It was like every time we got a chunk play, it's coming back. Why? Illegal man downfield. And I understand. Yeah, and I understand it's a tough position for the lineman to be in, because you're blocking. You don't know whether Saquon's getting it or Jalen's throwing it out wide. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of in a bind. But once again, like I don't know all the keys that go into it, but know your keys and know what you have to do to kind of negate that. We can't keep killing drives and killing big plays on flags, penalties.
Yeah, bro. And the only thing I could think of, I mean, us knowing football is, linemen usually count in their head. Maybe if you take a second or two You see what I'm saying? Before you run downfield, like that's what you need to do. Like, you see what I'm saying? But you cannot leave before, you see what I'm saying, the ball gets past a lot of scrimmage, bro. You feel me?
Agreed. I saw where Jason Kelsey, he was up in the booth during the game. He had mentioned that sometimes, as center, you want to hang on your double team a little bit longer to kind of give yourself a little bit of time. He was like, it's kind of put yourself in position, because if you're going to run block, you want to create a little momentum and really get that push. But if you're running an RPO, you really can't drive like that. So you need to hang on that double team, kind of sit and wait, I guess, kind of wait out to see what's what. But we got to figure it out, because we can't keep killing drives and killing momentum on meaningless penalties like that. It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's nothing new. That's nothing new. That's going back last year.
It's nothing new. Because and a lot of those penalties, again, from last year too, going into this year, we're on third down conversions. That's the money down, bro. Stop shooting ourselves in the foot. Stop beating ourselves. This is the reason why we're 1-1. We beat ourselves up until the last drive of the game. The Falcons didn't beat us. They took our hearts on that last drive though. But overall,
we served it up. Served it up.
Put it on a nice little platter for them.
Oh man,
tell me, little charcuterie board. Just here, sample what you like. What you like. But all in all, man, they're going to clean up everything. I feel like we're going to get back, like we said, to the basics. I'm looking forward to week 3. It's a very, very big game, going against the New Orleans Saints, especially what they did down in Dallas. We definitely took a little notice on that. But like we said, that's a huge game, especially being in New Orleans, playing in the Superdome. It's always a hard place to play. But I feel like these boys, like you said, we have a lot of veteran leadership, a lot of people who have been through these highs and lows, and we'll pull everything together, and we'll come out and do what we need to do. For sure.
Like I'm not ready to true. I've never jumped ship, but
at all.
I'm not ready to chalk this season up one loss. There's just some things we have to correct. And like I said, going into the Saints right now, the Saints are looking like the hottest team in football. I'm gonna keep it a bean. They put up over 90 points in 2 weeks. That's probably, I think, the first time that's ever been done in NFL history. Their defense is balling right now. They're playing great complementary football. I'll put it like that. So it's a great test. That's going to be something where we're going to walk in there. Saints aren't going to give us anything. We're going to have to go in there and take that game. Straight up. We're going to go in there and take it. We're going to play clean football. I'm hoping just after this week, man, we can correct. I know everything won't be corrected in a week, but let's get some, at least the situational stuff, handled for real, because we have the Saints and then we have Tampa. Tampa's not going to be an easy game either.
Both road games too.
Both road games. We could go 3-1 in these next couple weeks, or we could easily be 1-3. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't
going into the bye.
Going. Come on,
so that'd be nasty.
You know what's crazy? We were talking about the bye being too early. Like, man, why would the NFL do that? Week 5 bye, that's way too early. But the way this is shaking out, we might need that early bye now. Straight up, for a few reasons. Help freeze us, get our mental, reset it up, reset the whole thing, man. So we'll be fine. I still have faith in our players for real. I have faith in our coaching staff, but we all need to get on the same page and clean up these mistakes. Clean up these mistakes for real before they really come back to bite us in the rear end when it really matters. So,
yeah, man. And on that note, real quick, Huss, hey, y'all, Eagles Nation, make sure y'all go burst that like button. Make sure y'all go burst that comment section. And make sure y'all go burst that Liberty Bell looking thingy, also known as the notification bell, so you don't miss any news when Swoop comes in with all the Eagles updates. All right. Look, bro. So, all in all, tough loss. Chalk it up. You see what I'm saying? Nothing in life is a loss. It's a lesson. We're going to build on that. We're going to improve. Hopefully, like you said, we experience growth over these next few days going into this game. And I definitely look forward to this Saints game, bro. Major measuring stick game for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, man, we have the leadership and we have the right players in the right positions to get us to where we need to be. Let's just take it serious. Lean on your brother to the left and right of you. And let's go handle our business. What's that? Sunday at 1? Sunday at 1?
Sunday at 1.
Yep, Sunday. Let's go handle our business, get this dub, and move on to the next one. Unfortunately, like I said, we took a loss this past Monday. But you gotta flush it. Gotta flush it, move forward. You can't linger on it too much. Let's keep pushing it. It's a long season. We're by no shot out of this. The whole season's ahead of us. Let's just clean it up.
It's one game.
It's one game. I believe in my Eagles, man. I believe in y'all. Straight up. Straight up. But you got anything else though, brother?
Nah, man, I just want to say I appreciate all the support that y'all been showing us. Make sure that y'all are liking the video. Make sure y'all are sharing this video. Y'all subscribing to the channel. As much as we love doing these videos for y'all, y'all know, look, we work regular jobs. You see what I'm saying? But with that being said, this is something that we love to do. So all the support, again, subscribing, liking, commenting, that helps us to put out more fire videos for y'all. It gives us more passion to make our production great for y'all, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Just, hey, we wishing y'all nothing but peace, love, and prosperity. I hope y'all are having a great week. I hope y'all week continues to be great. And we got a big weekend ahead of us, man. This is Big Huss. Much love.
And you know it's your boy, Mr. Owns.
Hey, well, we keeping the main thing.
You already know.
The main thing.
Man.
Straight
All
up.
right, y'all
Straight
enjoy
up.
the rest of y'all week, man.
Straight.
It was I was gonna make a lot of money doing what I wanted to do. I went after it, and it was a struggle to achieve it. But you know what? I caught that bitch. Dream chasing.